Good afternoon, you're watching Audiotree Live. Today is Thursday, April 6th, 2017, and we're honored to have with us in the studio Sinai Vessel. You're watching Audiotree Live with Sinai Vessel. Thank you guys so much for being here.
Yeah, thanks for having us.
Yeah, you sound fantastic.
Thank you.
Yeah, all the songs that you're playing today are off of your brand new LP, Broken Legged.
Mm-hmm.
And I've listened to it quite a bit, and it's a fantastic album.
Gosh, thank you.
Yeah, and I'm wondering how it felt to finally put that out, because, yeah, it's been like a little over 5 years since the last LP.
Yeah, something like that. It felt good to put it out with this band and with these guys because it's the first record that we've written as a solidified capital B band of us three people, and not just me and some backing musicians. So it feels like the fruit of a very, very long labor.
Yeah.
So it feels nice.
Good.
Very much so.
Good. Yeah, and I want to talk a little bit more about the writing process on this, and more specifically the lyrical content, because it seems to be pretty thematic.
Yeah.
And I'm wondering if that was by choice or if it just happened naturally to have this theme throughout.
I think a little bit of both, probably. When I wrote the lyrics, it was largely in a chunk of time that was separate from when we were composing the music. And I wrote a lot of the lyrical content when I was living in a fourth floor single occupancy dorm room at the school that I went to for I think 3 or 4 years and I dropped out of. But it was a bad mental time, I think. I had sort of isolated myself into a corner. I had learned a lot of lessons, seen a lot of the world because of touring, but I didn't really have anybody to relate to. I didn't really have anybody to process those revelations with.
Sure.
And that's where a lot of the thematic content comes from. It's also just dealing with trying to find your place in the world after you've left a place that has been built for you, if that makes sense. Yeah.
Absolutely. Where you went to school, was it far from like your home?
It was only about 4 hours.
But still.
Yeah, we all grew up in North Carolina together, and I went to school in Cleveland, Tennessee, which is where I still live, and still enjoy my life. But yeah, the separation from home was interesting. I think a lot of the record deals with the weight of realizing that you're the only person that's responsible for how your life goes. Like, it's just all up to you. And with that comes a lot of, like, maturity and growth, but when that initial thought kicks in, it's a lot of anxiety. So I think that's what this record process is.
Yeah. And I heard that you were potentially going to put out a zine with, like, the lyrics of this and whatnot.
Yeah, the idea for the zine is to sort of provide people an insight into that world, because I spent so long in that room with my books and my thoughts about the subject matter that all of the lyrics seem really clear to me, but the world itself, when it's given to someone else, is like really dense and really thick and sort of hard to try to parse. So I want to sort of invite people into that if they want to opt into it and have that conversation. So they can get more of a return out of the record, I guess.
Yeah, definitely. It's nice to have like something visual along with all of the words.
So thank you for mentioning that. Now I have to get it done.
Sorry to put the pressure on you. Well, yeah, we're looking forward to that.
Sweet, thank you.
Yeah, you guys can roll into the next one when you're ready.
Sweet. Ready? Doggies.
Careless with her physique, begging the entry of all other options to seek. And brother became a petty thief. He's so close to the law, he now be lying prostrate in the street. The earth street. That'll spirit embodies the least, and the least of the red releases and photographs taken over. Sister don't like being called a she. She must have caught the virus that'll render us all extinct. Extinct. My force, my means, make my neighbor's ends meet. If he could give up water, he could buy something to eat. Now play. There's a good book page and all the missing mortar. It's an overpass of gold above the moon. And I'm trying to tread the absence light in my earth. Build a shower or
Audiotree Live with Sinai Vessel. So you guys are on tour with Household right now.
Yeah.
How's that
Shouts out.
going?
Hey guys.
Yeah, they rip.
Oh yeah.
I saw
Very,
them
very good band.
accidentally with the Obsessives on that tour last year.
Two of our best friends.
Yeah.
Best friends.
I was like, holy shit.
The
this
Obsessives
is
have a
not
new
what I was
record out.
expecting.
Go listen to it.
Yeah. Great band as well.
Yeah.
So yeah, how's that Household tour going? It's been a couple days now.
Yeah, it's a fun time, I'd say. They're really, really sweet people. We met them, I think, in spring of 2014.
Yeah, 3 years ago.
Wow.
Something like that. So they're really, really, really kind people. They're the sort of people that are, they're not genuine for the like advertising sake of being genuine, if that makes sense. Like
Yeah.
genuine in
A genuine way.
yeah, they're genuine in a genuine way. And they just come from a similar background as us, and I don't know. It's been a natural fit to be friends with them. Our musical styles are definitely pretty different, but I think that there's a similar ethos there
Yeah,
that
they
we really
complement.
enjoy.
Yeah. I saw that like one of the shows a couple nights ago turned into like a performance
God.
art collaborative dance
It did.
thing. Tell me more about that.
That was God. You guys could chime in on that one because that was nuts.
So we played this place called Lent Brewery in St. Louis.
Okay.
Big warehouse.
Super bombed out. Like looks abandoned.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which is kind of close to home though, because we come from a small town in North Carolina, and it's full of old warehouses like that. There's a warehouse like a mile from his house.
Yeah,
that we've been
So
in.
these like abandoned and liquidated
Furniture
furniture
mills.
factories from the
Okay.
80s.
Oh.
Yeah. So, was that the guy? Was that his studio?
Yeah, the studio next door was owned by a guy named Corey Seaver. Look him up. That's a performance artist and a dancer and a mask designer. And in the middle of our set, I was confessing some sort of struggles this tour about just being present and trying to, I don't know, really be there and thankful to be playing and to just be mentally aware. And then all of a sudden, the literal like angel of presence and awareness came through in the form of this guy Corey, who just started like dancing. He had these capes, he had this mask, he had roller skates. He just came in
And
during
knee
our
pads.
set, and because of the sketchiness of the venue and like the giant warehouse downstairs, I had just walked around to everyone and said, "Hey, you guys better look out when you're loading in." I think in the bottom floor there's a minotaur roaming around. Just because it looked like there would be.
Yeah.
And then when that guy came in, I was like, that's the Minotaur I've been talking about.
Yeah, you
and then
felt it.
he, without any like direct communication with us, just vibed with it the whole time. So I introduced every song as like, this is a funeral dirge for the Minotaur, you know, being locked away by the neighboring Anheuser-Busch Corporation. And, it was a fun time, and it was definitely one of the most memorable sets we've had. So shouts out to St. Louis.
Hell yeah.
It was nuts.
Yeah, it's nice to like have a different experience every once in a while. And that
Yeah.
sounds really
and
special.
it was different. Very, very different in the best way. So
Cool. Well, I hope you got more of that.
yeah.
The dances were really choreographed as well. Sorry.
You should
Yeah,
have
no,
invited
was-
him to this set. That would have been nice to have.
For the rest of the tour.
That's really what we should have done. So yeah, we'll start drafting that in. So we have to get the dancer and we have to get the journals done. Sweet. All right.
Yes. Got your to-do list going. Cool, yeah. Well, catch him on this tour with Household, and then you guys are also heading out on a tour with Sorority Noise and the
Yeah.
Obsessives. So yeah, look out for that. Cool. Head to the next one when you're ready.
Sweet. Thanks.
I bear the weight of a risky trust. If I could,
Audiotree Live with Sinai Vessel. So you guys mentioned that you've known each other for a very long time, since high school. Is that when you guys started playing together, or was it after that?
No, I hadn't grown enough to come to my senses to ask my best friends to be in my band. Yeah, I started the band and then went to college, and then had a bunch of like revolving members, and then I was like, oh, this isn't necessarily what I wanted to do, and then invited them in, I think, in 2013.
Okay.
Yeah.
That makes sense. I was going to say, like, if you guys started in high school, like, how you would grow into such a mature sound, because if I started a band in high school, it would have sounded completely different. It would have been like a metalcore band or something, like really funny.
Unfortunately, the first incarnation of Sinai Vessel was a very, very different thing, and I didn't realize you could change the name of a band.
Well.
So those early days are scoured from the internet, I hope.
Well,
Gosh, I shouldn't
if
have ordered
not,
anyone to the presence.
it's okay. If not, it's good to hear that growth and like see what a band has turned into. So it's not a bad thing. I'm wondering what bands, speaking of high school, you guys would say shaped you as a musician growing up.
Oh, dang. Josh, what will you say?
As far as drummers, I really like Thomas Pridgeon a lot. So I think we all really enjoy like the Mars Volta.
All three of us have weird intersects of like the bands that we really, really like.
Yeah.
There's not many bands that we're unanimous about, but Mars Volta is one of them. You can't quite hear it in our music, but it's
That's okay. They're sick.
it's there.
The Lemonheads.
Yeah, Lemonheads is another band that we all really, really enjoy. I would say for me, it's a standard answer from a lot of songwriters, but David Bazan is definitely a giant influence spiritually, philosophically, but also and especially in the sense that I didn't realize songwriting was a craft until I really listened to him and studied the things that he says and got into what he has to say. So
absolutely. Yeah, I just started getting into Page with a Lion like this last year, and I'm like, wow, how have I been missing
it's
out?
everything to me.
That's amazing.
It's really, really sweet stuff. Yeah.
Cool. How about you, Daniel?
You know, I actually I go through phases where I'll listen to a musician or an artist for months at a time, and then I'll move on. But in high school, I'd have to say one of the bands that I listened to the most was Manchester Orchestra, and we were all into them whenever they put out Mean Everything to Nothing.
Yeah.
We were in high school. That was prime time.
That's a big band for Southern kids with guitars.
Yeah.
Like I feel like everyone owes a debt to them in some way.
Yeah.
And also
especially-
that family of bands, like Color Revolt is and has always been a huge influence for me. They're a Mississippi band.
Nice. Yeah, you also, I saw mentioned Copeland.
Oh yes.
And they were
didn't
really
mention that.
huge for me in high school.
Yeah, they still are huge for me. They're the reason. If anyone is ever like, wow, this rock band keeps putting all these like orchestral elements in their songs and like vibraphone and stuff like that, it's like, well, it's because I really, really like Copeland, and I just like how they blended sort of orchestral pop sensibility and just straight up rock music. And, big influence. It's just really feel good music.
Yeah, it's the best. Cool. Well, thanks for sharing.
Yeah, of course.
You guys can play the next one.
Sweet.
Noticed a change, an echoing absence, a jarring replacement, an upset to average, curated history, cutting half of it out. A ring on your finger, where has that ring gone? Present like a dead door against the wall of it. Like a last breath.
You're watching Audiotree Live with Sinai Vessel. I just want to give a reminder that you can pick up their LP Broken Legged right now on Tiny Engines. They're on tour right now with Household, and they're playing Milwaukee tonight. So if you're in the area, go check that out. And very shortly after this tour, they'll be supporting Sorority Noise on a pretty big U.S. tour. So yeah, keep an eye out for that and watch that. You guys can play the next one when you're ready. Watching Audiotree Live with Sinai Vessel. So this last question I'm going to ask is pretty short and sweet, and inspired by a friend of yours that said today is National Twinkie Day.
Oh my God. It's true.
which is a crazy day. And this is a question I like to ask all my friends. It's just a good thing to know. What is your favorite dessert item?
Danny, I feel like this is like your zone.
I was hoping it was someone's zone.
Danny has a sweet tooth. It's true. I mean, I don't know if it's like candy doesn't count as dessert, I guess.
Sure it does.
It can.
It does? Okay.
Maybe.
I mean, you can plate candy in a nice way, just like lay it out.
Yeah, you could present it.
Yeah.
As a dish.
Yeah.
My favorite dessert, I kind of jump around a lot. I do like the Hershey pie that you can buy at the store
Yeah.
for like $5 or $6.
What about Burger King? Doesn't Burger King have a
Yeah.
Hershey pie?
they sell the
they do.
slices.
They're wonderful.
Some by the slice.
Good.
BTS.
Whenever I'm at home, my mom makes this, every now and then she'll make this Jell-O with condensated milk
Wow.
mixed into it. And that's really good. Sometimes there's fruit in it, so it's kind of like a parfait. I really love that.
But you got to break into your gas station habits. That's like what I'm
Yeah.
talking about.
Okay.
Like the fruit candies.
Yeah, let's do
The
that.
honey buns,
Jelly beans.
jelly beans.
Starburst jelly beans.
Yeah.
Okay.
Mine would be
Big-
cheesecake, easily.
I'm on team cheesecake.
Wow.
That's it.
You guys get that from the gas station?
No. Oh gosh, yeah.
That would
I
be
delved
wild.
into a certain subject and then immediately extracted ourselves from it. No, at a gas station, I typically get, or honestly, I'm trying to quit stealing hard-boiled eggs from gas stations.
Whoa.
There's like little 2 packs of hard-boiled eggs.
You sure?
Yeah, it's really really strange habit that I've formed. So if anyone wants to keep me accountable to no longer being a boiled egg thief, it's just like a thing that no one buys in gas stations, and I want it, and I think it'd be hilarious to like steal eggs.
Yeah.
Imagine getting stopped at the door and be like, "You stole those eggs!" Like
Yeah.
that's the line. You stole those
It's
eggs.
like you're doing them a favor.
Yeah.
Honestly.
They can keep fresh eggs in rotation.
Yeah. It's the hard-boiled eggs at the gas station reminds me of like the jumbo pickle at the gas station.
Oh.
But
Which isn't bad.
That's Josh's thing. Or the hot sausage, like the pickled sausage.
That's in the past. I'm over that.
No more of that. I used to hate those pickled sausages because they smelled so bad and made me nauseous.
God.
So they pranked me on tour whenever I was driving, and I'd be driving along, and all of a sudden I'd just like feel this smell bomb erupt in the van. And it was like I would turn and, both of them and whoever was with us on tour would be all eating pickled sausages.
That's really gross.
Man, I'm dead now.
It is gross.
I was hoping that this would inspire like a conversation about a specific thing that a super fan could like surprise you with at the next show, but no, now they're just gonna bring you pickled sausages. So it's okay.
Dang. Yeah, I'm going to be sweating the whole time. You'll just see me throw up.
Oh, gross. Okay, cool. Well, on that note, you guys can play the last song when you're ready.
Thank you so much for having us.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank the penultimate act, forcing our lines and canning our lives as the curtains break over our backs. As the curtains break over our backs. Should a noise provide a season to start in the night? We don't look to open windows, but what's it in the still rise? We suspect no other criminal with whom the guilt lies. And he sleeps permanent at our sides. So moving on, necessary phase. Moving on, moving on. Gets better every day. Moving on. It's a necessary phase. Moving on, moving on. Gets better every day. Moving on.
Audiotree Live with Sinai Vessel. A huge thank you to you three for being here.
Thanks for having us.
Yeah,
Thank you
of
so much.
course.
It was really fun.
Yeah, thanks to everyone in the studio and to the camera and lighting crew and to the viewers for watching. You can support Sinai Vessel by downloading the session when it comes out in a couple weeks, or you can pick up Broken Legged right now on Tiny Engines. Yeah, so from everyone here at Audiotree, thanks for tuning in. Bye.
Kaboom.
Thank you very much, everybody.